now watching Get This Knowledge, produced by itsmontez.com, featuring founder John Pounders from Now You See TV. Connect with John Pounders on Facebook by searching John Pounders. Be sure to check out John Pounders' website at nowuctv.com and connect with him as well on Twitter. Make sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel, Now You See TV. You are watching Get This Knowledge. Powerful shows, powerful conversations.
Check out itsmontez.com. We got it.
Check out itsmontez.com.
Make sure to check out itsmontez.com.
Check out itsmontez.com.
Hi, this is Darlene. You've got to stop and check out itsmontez.com on YouTube.
Be sure to check out itsmontez.com.
Be sure to check out itsmontez.com.
itsmontez.com. Make sure you check out the channel.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, check out itsmontez.com.
Yeah!
Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Airing every single Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get This Knowledge. Thanks so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
But we want to give it range, Montez, and we can go into it more if you want to about how to do that. But when you're going through the description, okay, you're gonna put another key thing. Key title's almost number one. Okay, almost number one importance. Title, something interesting. When people see it, they're gonna stop. What makes them want to scroll past others and not scroll past some? What makes them want to click on this video as opposed to that video? Title and thumbnail. Title and thumbnail right off the bat. If your thumbnail is super interesting, your title is super interesting, they're going to click on what you have before they click on anybody else's. I can't tell you how many times we've interviewed people, and 50 people have interviewed them before us or after us or whatever, but our video that we do on it has more views than theirs. Because we don't name it the same exact title as everybody else, which they'll name it the book title or something of the author that they have, or they'll name it just, so-and-so interviews so-and-so. I mean, nobody cares about that. They want to see something they haven't seen before, because you can find 100 videos of people that you've, such as Michael Lake. We had him on not too long ago. You can find 100 interviews of Michael Lake talking about his book, but we took it from an angle that nobody else took it from, and we tried to make it, give more depth to it than anybody else took it from. That was our goal. I mean, most of the time, they give you a list of questions they want you to ask, but I tell them off the bat, I'm not going to ask the questions that you want me to ask, because you've asked countless other people to ask you those exact same questions. I want to come across it fresh. I want to come across it in a different way that these other people have come across it, because I want people to view this, as a different thing than what you've done before, because, and it's been successful. We've had people on here numerous times that have sold lots of books because they come on it. So that's the whole goal, is to be different, but at the same time, use proven techniques such as thumbnails, titles, and then your description, Montez, is just equally as valuable, almost equally as valuable as your title and thumbnail.
Right. When we get to the description, I didn't always realize, you take that title and you post it in a description box just the same. I never really thought about that. I remember yesterday you told me, yeah, take the title, post the whole thing in there, and then go on talking about whatever it is. I didn't understand the importance at the time.
Yeah, it's very important, because your description kind of acts like your, it looks like we got somebody asking questions. There's people in the chat, maybe, I don't know, but it basically is another form of tags for you, because, okay, let me show you something here that let me hold on a second. Let me get the screen share going. This is something that a lot of people don't think about when they're searching tags, and we're just going to do it on Google because it's easier to show, but it works the same way on YouTube. So now we're looking at, okay, I'm going to search in here. This is if I search in here at the top, this is like just like Google. So Marzulli.
Carlos says you do have very good thumbnails, John.
Oh, thanks. Carlos is one of my listeners. I like Carlos a lot. He's got his own channel now, so this is helpful for him. Let's say Marzulli, bats, dog, cat. Okay, so I know this doesn't make any sense at all, but it does make sense in what I'm trying to prove here. Okay, so Marzulli, bats, cat, dogs, cat. You see all these right here where I've got, these are descriptions right here. Okay, these are descriptions of your website, or descriptions, and they could just as easily be descriptions of your videos. Okay, see, for example, these are descriptions of your videos. So it's going to show, okay, bats came up here in the description. There's bats. You see it's highlighted, or it's bold. Dog bold, bat bold, cat bold. These are all bolded in there because these are in the description. So they're like, well, we found a couple of these words together. We found dog and cat together, so we're going to put, you know, here's one with dog and bat. There's one. You know, Marzulli is not in the tag here, but this is something similar to what Marzulli would talk about, and he may actually be in the tags in the bottom of the video. So, but you see that, you see what I'm talking about there, don't you? You see that bold, how it's bold, those words are?
Yes. Yeah, okay. I see it on the bold right in there.
That's part of our search engine optimization. So your description needs to be very good, very descriptive. It needs to be on point with what you're talking about, but it's phrased, you know, in a way that covers almost every tagline you can think of. That's huge. Okay, that's huge. You know, title is great. If you could do it all from just a title, that's good. But your description is super, super, super important. I mean, it's crazy important. And then what you want to do, okay, is you want to go. Let me see if I can find a video, for instance. Okay, this is a video that we did the other day. It's called Illuminati Playbook: The Protocols of the Elders of Zion. Okay, this is a video we did with David Carrico the other day. I'm going to pause this for a second. I don't want to play it. I just want to show you some of the stuff we did for tags on here. Okay, so we're going to info and settings here. Okay, what I did was I took the Illuminati Playbook. I used those as tags. Elders of Zion, David Carrico, secret societies, because I use secret societies in here. I use top secret right here. I use files right here. Those are all searches that people will have, like secret society files or top secret files or top secret whatever. And you saw how that played out in the Google. Just having Zion in the search, or, you know, Zion with secret files, or Zion files, or elder files, or what, all these different word combinations together are going to give you like a really good search engine optimization, because these are things that are, now normally I would put a lot more tags in this. I didn't have a lot of time. I was out in Alabama hanging out with my family, and so I was.
How many? I'm sorry to ask and cut you off, but how many tags is it typically should someone use?
Typically, it just depends on how many keywords you got. I would use at least 10. At the very least, I would use 10 normally. Okay, and I know that's not a good example of 10. I mean, there's definitely not 10 there. The Hangouts on Air is just something that they automatically put on there when you go live. You'll have those on your video right now when you go live. I would put at least 10 and make them relevant. Make them the most interesting words in your description and your title. Okay, and I would also do one thing. I would do at the end of it is go ahead and put your which I didn't do here, but I would put your channel title at the end of it, and put your channel title somewhere in the description. Like I said, this one was put together really quickly, and I was out in Alabama. My computer was slow. I ended up having to do this show outside on the back porch, getting eaten up by mosquitoes. the entire time I was doing the show, but we got the show out. That's what's important. So
the show must go on.
Must go on. Sometimes the quality is not as important as consistency, but you want to make sure you try your best to have a good quality most of the time. But sometimes if you say you're going to do a show, you do a show, you know. And I thankfully with Now You See TV, I have some people that I can rely on now that will, if I'm not there or if I can't do it, they can do the show for me. Like John Hall is the guy that I have as my co-host. And I have other people. I have a guy that's an intern that works with us from a college not too far from here that I can count on to do some of those things. So it's a blessing to have that, but you're not going to have that off to start off with. In fact, you don't want to bring people on board with you right off the bat. You want to grow what you have first. And then once you know what you're doing and once you have a good, firm understanding of how you're going to go, then if you want to bring somebody on, that's fine, because then you can kind of direct them, say, here, I need this or I need this. But if you have a bunch of people be like, oh, I think we should do this, I think we should do that, it really muddies the water. Like, it just really muddies the water, and it makes it really.
Did you enjoy this information? If so, please share it. And be sure to tune in every single Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. John Pounders from Now You See TV and Montez McCamish from itsmontez.com will be discussing powerful topics. Get this knowledge. Thanks so much for tuning in.